Okay, well, thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa mga kababayan ko who is watching itong programa ko. Today is April 25th na po, no? April 25th, and thanks God is Friday. Ito po si Nico Fabian, once again, nandito to give you all ang mga whatever updates or news na you deserve to get itong araw na ito. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ang topic na yun, topic tayo ngayon ay walang iba, ang bigas. Ang bigas. Yesterday, I touched on the 20 pesos per kilo na ang gobyerno ni Bongbong Marcos announced yesterday na starting next week, ang presyo ng bigas will be at 20 pesos per kilo. Ang dami mga reaction mga tao po, no? Mga tao, mga Filipinos, they reacted to the announcement made by the Marcos administration yesterday that they are going to launch ang 20 pesos per kilo program dyan po sa Pilipinas. But hindi yun po, nationwide They are going to start dyan po sa Visayas lang po. And bakit sa Visayas? We are going to talk again about this thing mamaya. But focus tayo po ngayon sa programa natin sa, sabi natin, midterm election. Dahil today is April 25th, it's just a matter of, siguro, if I'm not mistaken, 17 days para magdating tayo sa May 12 midterm election. So, ang kampanya, both for national candidates and local candidates, will end on May 10. So, ibig sabihin, mayroon na lang tayo mga 15 days na lang, no? Bago they will stop ang campaign period ng mga kandidato for the midterm, and on the 11th, the preparation na yun po eve of the election, midterm election dyan po sa Pilipinas. And May 12 is the polling day. Mayroon na ba kayong lista mga kandidato kung sino-sino po ang iboto ninyo sa midterm election? Make sure that you vote according to your conscience po, no? Remember, Filipinos, or our vote is not for sale, and we are here to elect our new elected officials dyan po sa Pilipinas. So make a very wise decision. Make a very wise decision. Mayroon pa tayong 15 days. Both parties, major parties dyan sa Pilipinas. What I mean, ang alyansa para sa bagong Pilipinas, which is headed by Bongbong Marcos, President Bongbong Marcos, and at the same time, ang kalaban nila, ang PDP Laban, ang PDP Laban, spearheaded by former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and of course, his son, si Vice President Inday Sara Duterte po, no? So, combined forces na ito po, and let's see what will happen sa midterm election on May 12. Apparently, what is happening now, nakita natin po mga poll survey carried out by various groups, no, dyan sa Pilipinas. May mga discrepancies ang mga poll results nila. But anyway, survey is just a survey. The real survey will be on May 12. Now, let's focus today yon sabihin natin ang kampanya, campaign sorties ni Isko Moreno dyan po sa Tondo, Manila yesterday or last night po. Na it has been a talk of the town, talk of the country, ganun ba yun? No? Nagiging hot issue ito po dahil dumating ang anak ni Tatay Digong, si Inday Sara Duterte, dyan po sa campaign sorties ni Isko Moreno last night. And hindi lang si Inday Sara Duterte po, no? Mas lalo na po na kita na ang mga tao dyan sa Manila na totoo talaga. Si re-electionist Imee or Senator Imee Marcos po nandyan na talaga sa grupo ni Inday Sara. In fact, ang PDP Laban, mayroon silang 10 candidates, that's why they say it's Duterte. Kasi 10 candidates mayroon. Now, what they are doing now is campaigning for the remaining 15 days or 17 days po, they are campaigning for straight votes. It means Duterte plus 2. Duterte candidates or PDP Laban candidates, 10 sila, plus dalawang endorsement made by Inday Sara Duterte, and I'm referring to no other than the re-electionist, si Senator Imee Marcos, and Congresswoman, very very popular name, maganda din ang record, and she came from the family wherein the father is the richest man in the Philippines, and that is, I'm referring to ang kandidata, si Camille Villar. But Camille Villar is identified with the Alyansa. No? But si Inday Sara nag-raise na o nag-endorse na ang kandidatura ni Camille Villar. And sabi naman ang grupo ni Marcos na they are still consider Camille Villar as part of the Marcos team. And anyway, sige lang, kung nasaan sa partido or anong partido po, depende yun sa mga voters sa atin po, whether we will give our vote to them or hindi po. And let's make sure that our vote will go to the right candidate. Kung mali ang choice natin po, we are going to suffer. We are going to suffer for 3 years po. Every 3 years, mayroon tayo local election, and that is what we call the midterm election. Every 6 years, mayroon tayo presidential election, and that will be an election from the president, vice president, down sa baba po hanggang sa municipal councilors po. Everybody during the presidential election. And based on the records, previous elections, marami talaga po mag-participate sa presidential election compared to the midterm election. But I don't think so po. This time around, I don't think so po. I think the number between presidential and midterm election po, they will not go too far. Magandang issue ngayon po sa midterm election. Nandyan po ang detention of Tatay Digong, dyan po sa ICC, ang impeachment ni Inday Sara Duterte, ang corruption cases, ang polvoron na allegation against the president. And ang dami pa po ang national budget. No? Described by many that it is the most corrupt national budget in the history of the Philippines. Maganda or marami talaga ang issue. And ngayon, dahil malapit na talaga ang election, midterm election, ito ang promesa ni Bongbong Marcos, which he made during the 2022 presidential election, that ang presyo ng bigas sa Pilipinas will be only 20% per kilo. All of a sudden, yesterday, nag-announce ang gobyerno ni Marcos na they are going to start giving out the 20 pesos per kilo bigas dyan sa Pilipinas, and to start with dyan sa Visayas. Bakit sa Visayas? Just let me remind you, I hope this is not a political or campaign strategy. Why Visayas? Because Visayas is a vote-rich province dyan sa Pilipinas. Mayroon tayong Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Bakit sa Visayas? Because vote-rich lugar yon po. They have, if I'm not mistaken, more than 3 million voters. 3 million voters. But many are saying Cebu is Cebu, most of the part of Visayas is considered as a Duterte country. And not to forget na ang Mindanao solid na solid po, no? Ang support sa mga Duterte candidates. And wag natin kalimutan, divided din po dyan sa Luzon, no? Voters. Some goes for, sabihin natin, ang Duterte candidates, others Marcos candidates, and others they support the independent candidates po. So, matindi itong election, midterm election, that will be next month, May 12. Anyway, as what I said, focus tayo sa sorties or campaign rally carried out in Manila, Tondo, Manila last night. Yon campaign rally ni Isko Moreno. Isko Moreno is again trying his level best to return back as mayor of Manila. And chances of mayor or Yorme, the chances of Mayor Yorme is very high according to poll results, no? Poll results or surveys. So let's see what will happen. So again, I would like to invite our or my friends dito po sa Malaysia, especially ang countrymen ko po, no? Sa West Malaysia and East Malaysia. Please join me and stay with me until the end of this program because there are things that you should really know, especially what is happening sa election natin po come next month or May 12. Alright, to start with, let me share with you itong video clip which I managed to record and share with you now ang rally ni Isko Moreno dyan sa Tondo, Manila, wherein present last night was Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, candidates coming from the PDP Laban, and of course, Isko Moreno, and his Vice Mayor, and the candidates of Isko Moreno or Yorme for the local post dyan po sa Maynila. And dumating din si Senator Imee Marcos. Now, let me share you this clippings po, no? Ni Inday Sara Duterte. Inday Sara Duterte. I don't know if, paano tayo, saan tayo mag-stand dito, ha? Okay, saan ito? 6:38, 6:15. Mayroon ba tayo 6:15? 6:15. Okay, let's start with this. Hold on. Okay, hindi ito. Saan ba yun nakumpisa? Alright, report muna tayo po. Saan ba tayo makumpisa dito? Wala na tayo. Okay. Okay, let's see if... hold on, ha? Check lang tayo po. Sandali. Better we check.
Vice President Sara Duterte pangunahing paalala niya na ang pangako ay ang dapat tingnan ng mga boboto ngayong darating na eleksyon. Mahalaga na natutupad aniya ang pangako ng isang kandidato na binabanggit niya sa kampanya dahil isa ito sa inaasahan ng publiko na matutupad at mangyayari para sa mga susunod na taon. Dumalo sa isang campaign rally si Vice President Sara Duterte kagabi sa Tondo, Maynila. Kasama ng Vice Presidente sa nasabing aktibidad ang ilan sa mga kandidatong senador gaya nila Jimmy Bontoc na bahagi ng senatorial slate ng PDP Laban at si Senator Imee Marcos na personal niyang inendorso. Isang matapang na pahayag sa nasabing kampanya ang binitawan ng Vice Presidente kung saan hinimok ng pangalawang Pangulo ang mga botante na huwag suportahan ang mga kandidato na hindi tumutupad ng pangako. Pangako, 20 pesos ang kilo ng bigas. Na hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa naibibigay. Kaya, anong pwede ninyong gawin? Huwag ninyo ay boto ang mga kandidato niya. Dahil ang mga kandidato niya ay nagsasabi sa kanya na okay lang na magsinungaling. Sa kabila nito, personal na inendorso naman ni VP Duterte ang ilang kandidato na kabilang sa alyansa ng administrasyon. Kabilang dito sila Spinas Representative Camille Villar na bahagi ng Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas at si Senator Imee Marcos na kapatid ng Pangulo. Hinikayat din ni Vice President Sara Duterte ang suporta sa 10 kandidato na sinusuportahan naman ng kanyang ama na si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Ella, nabanggit ni Vice President Sara Duterte sa kanyang mga naunang panayam sa media na siya'y mag-iikot sa iba't ibang lugar sa bansa upang una, magpahayag ng pasasalamat sa mga sumusuporta sa kanilang pamilya at sa mga nagpapakita rin ng pagmamahal sa kanyang ama na si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Kasama na dito ang pangangampanya niya o pag-endorso sa mga senator na ine-endorso ng kanyang ama na si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, maging ang mga personal niyang ine-endorso rin na si Senator Imee Marcos. At mamaya inaasahan na dadalo muli si VP Sara sa isang kampanya dito sa lungsod ng Maynila. Ayan muna update, balik sa'yo, Ella.
Okay, well, thank you very much. So, yun po ang first video clips natin tungkol sa campaign rally of Mayor Isko, no? Or si Yorme dyan po sa Manila last night. And a lot of people attended the campaign rally last night. And of course, one of the reasons is that because no less than the Vice President or the daughter of the former President ng Pilipinas, si Inday Sara Duterte was present, and at the same time, nandun din po, also present in the campaign rally was no other than the elder sister of the President of the Philippines, si Bongbong Marcos, and I'm referring to Senator re-electionist Imee Marcos, of which Inday Sara Duterte has endorsed her to support the candidacy of Senator Imee Marcos. Alright, my next video I'm going to share with you is this one po. Let's watch and listen to this video. Sandali. Okay, let's listen to this. 6:15. Where is 6:15? Okay.
Ugali natin sa pagpili ng ating mga leader. Kung sino yung binoboto natin. Ngayong darating na halalan, marami ang nagtatanong ano bang pwede namin gawin. Wala naman kaming pera, wala kaming makinarya, ordinaryong tao lang kami na nakatira sa gilid ng daan sa ang subdivision. Pero gusto namin na meron sila pang mag-istorya, no? So ako dito, kuya maning inihan in English, eh. Pero just a minute. The economic provisions of the Constitution. Nakikinig ko at nakita ko talaga na sumagot si Senator Imee. Sabi niya, that is a dangerous thing. Sabi niya, if you open the Constitution to amendments, you do not just open it to economic provisions. You open it for all amendments of the Constitution. At nagsagutan na silang dalawa sa harap ko dahil sa ating Constitution. Kaya yan ang pruweba ko at proof ko sa inyo na magkaiba na tao. Ibang tao si BBM, ibang tao si Imee Marcos.
Okay, that's it. You heard direct from the horse's mouth, direct from Inday Sara Duterte, wherein this revelation, no? This revelation. Sabi ni Inday Sara Duterte, there was a moment arranged by Senator Imee Marcos for her to talk to the president, si Bongbong Marcos. And when that moment came, the one of the topic they touched was the plan to amend the Constitution of the Philippines. And during the conversation, three of them, Imee Marcos, the elder sister of the president, and the president Bongbong Marcos, as well as the vice president Inday Sara Duterte, si Imee Marcos opposed the idea of Bongbong Marcos to amend the Constitution of the Philippines. He said it is very dangerous for Bongbong Marcos or the president to change or to amend the Constitution of the Philippines based on or even using only the economic provisions po, no? Or economic changes. So she was the first person, Imee Marcos, who went against. And the witness there was the Vice President, Inday Sara Duterte. And that is where Inday Sara Duterte said, Imee Marcos is different from Bongbong Marcos. So maybe that's one of the reasons why Inday Sara Duterte now endorsed the elder sister of Bongbong Marcos to her followers to vote for Imee Marcos and re-elect her in the Senate. Yan po. Yan po. So, you heard it from Inday Sara Duterte herself. Okay, another video clip that I want to share with you. Ito po, promises of politicians. Promises of politicians. Let me share you this video clip. Hold on. Nandito po. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
Hindi natin tinitingnan kung ano ba yung mga pangako niya noon. Tumakbo siya noon. May pangako siya. Binigay ba niya? Diba? 20 pesos ang kilo ng bigas. Tapos ngayon, okay na daw. After 3 years, 3 taon ng campaign promise o pangako
Okay, that's it. Narinig niyo po. And another video clip I'm going to share with you regarding the word. Ito na po. I will not mention or I will not say the word po. Just listen to the video clip of Inday Sara Duterte. No? Inday Sara Duterte. Itong word, very famous word ito po sa mga politicians ngayon. Since last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and even before the presidential election 2022. Very famous word ito po. And I don't want to say the word po. Just listen to the video clip. Video clip. Nandito po. 6:38 ang quote natin. Let's listen to this.
Alam nyo, yung bangag na yan, hindi totoo. Hindi naman ako kasi tumawa sa dahil tinawag siyang bangag. At nung tagin, di ba? Hindi ako, kasi sa Bisaya, ang bangag, di ba? Bangag, bangagan, bangag. Oo. So, pag sinabi mong bangag sa Bisaya, hindi siya adik. So, hindi talaga ako natawanan. Tinawag siyang bangag. Kasi sa Bisaya, ang bangag ay butas. Hindi, at saka sa slang, ang bangag is yung private part ng babae. Diba? Bangagan. Ang pinagtawanan ko, dahil ang rally na yon ay kontra sa pag-amenda ng konstitusyon. Yung rally na yun. Tapos nagulat na lang kami na iba na yung napag-usapan doon sa rally. Pero balik tayo sa bangag pa. Alam mo, hindi ito kasali talaga sa speech. Sinabi sa akin ng partner ng uncle ko na noong hindi pa siya Pangulo, nung senador pa lang siya, ay bumisita sila sa bahay at tinanong talaga sila ng droga. Hindi yung wala naman ako sinabi na pangalan. Oo, talaga. Alam niyo, may malaki bang tulungan ang Maynila para sa atin lahat? Hindi nila tayo kakayanin ikulong, no? Baka matulad tayo kay President Duterte. Kulong na. Hindi yung partner noong uncle ko. Kinento nila yan sa akin. Ang buong akala ko naman, kasi matanda na, diba, may edad na, natututo ka na sa kung anong mga mali na ginagawa ng kabataan mo, ay nagbabago yung tao. Hindi ko alam na yun na nga ang nangyari. Kaya balik tayo sa paalala, tingnan niyo muna. Pagkatapos niyang kumanta, tanungin ninyo ang sarili ninyo. Noon, nakinig ako sa'yo. Ano ang pangako mo? Binigay mo ba? Kaya dapat pinag-iisipan natin kung iboboto natin o hindi yung tao. Pangalawa, ito, walang makakakontra sa akin dito. Kahit saan man sa mundo. Hindi dahil galing yan sa malaking pamilya ng mga politiko ay automatic ang boto ninyo. Hindi dahil anak yan ng Duterte ay automatic ang boto ninyo. Dapat tinatanong nyo ang sarili ninyo, ano ba ang abilidad at kapasidad ng tao na ito na maglingkod para sa bayan. Isa sa mga problema natin ay ang political dynasty. Pero hindi ipinagbabawal ang kung sino man ang may gusto tumakbo. Kaya nasa atin, nasa mga butante ang pagkilatis. Duterte yan. Anong abilidad niyan? Anong kapasidad niyan? At sino yan siya? Pangatlo, at huling problema natin, paulit
Okay, yan po. Narinig niyo po ang statement, ang advices ni Inday Sara Duterte po sa mga botante, mga Philippine voters po, no? Be it dito o dyan po sa Pilipinas, or those overseas Filipino workers. And I was made to understand by 28th of April, mag-start na po ang early voting for the uniform personnel at saka mga media po, no? They will start voting po. So, let's see for the result, Let's wait for the result of the midterm election. Tuloy pa rin tayo po dyan sa sabihin natin Tondo, Manila, political rally ni Isko Moreno or ni Ayorme together with Inday Sara Duterte, wherein Inday Sara Duterte made a very nice, sabihin natin na inspiring message para sa mga participants or her audience during the campaign rally held in dyan po sa Tondo, Manila last night. And andito po, let me share you another footage after that, then we will change topic. We will change topic. Nandito po, 519. Let's listen Inday Sara talking about respeto, ang what we should do during this time of midterm election. Nandito po. Let's listen to this.
Wala kasi yung respeto ng tao sa isa't isa. Sabihin ko sa inyo kung bakit mamaya nawawala yung respeto, Sana po, pabilihan ang boto. Ilang eleksyon na kayo tumanggap ng 1,300? Ilang eleksyon na tumatanggap ang mga botante ng Pilipinas ng pera kapalit ng boto nila. Pero bakit nahirap pa rin ang ating bayan? Ang bakit hirap pa rin kayo bumili ng bigas? Kasi pinabili ang boto nila. Kasi dapat kung akap yan at galing yan sa gobyerno, tanggapin nyo, pero tanungin nyo naman yung sarili nyo. Ang nagbigay ba nito ay dapat maging leader ng bayan natin? Dahil malamang ipusta ko yung isang paa ko, hindi niya pera yung binigay niya sa inyo. Pera yan ng bayan. So, tanggapin dahil tulong yan ng bayan. Huwag matakot kung iba ang iboto. Dahil unang-una, nakatakot naman yung boto natin. At pangalawa, kung sino man yung manalo, na mayor ninyo, na vice mayor ninyo, na konsehal ninyo, na congressman ninyo, ay may obligasyon na tumulong sa taong bayan. Kaya kung sino man yung nakaupo, magbibigay pa rin yan ng tulong sa inyo. Kaya, yan kailangan ninyong isa-isip. Hindi dahil sikat ang apelido, automatic ang boto. Hindi dahil may kapalit ang aking boto, ay ibibigay ko na. At, Lisa, check ko lang kung nakikinig kayo. Ano, Lisa?
Okay, yun po. Narinig niyo po, no? Ang mga reminders ni Inday Sara Duterte sa mga voters at para sa atin po. Excuse me, especially ang mga qualified voters, Filipino qualified voters po. So, take the advice of Inday Sara Duterte for the betterment or for the future of for our future and the future of our next generations po, no? And for the future of our country, beloved country, which we call the Philippines. Okay, she mentioned something about the rice, bigas, something like that, na? That issue. Ako po, I'm very happy to hear yesterday when the government announced that the price of rice in the Philippines will be down to 20 pesos per kilo. Good news. Good news. Thank you very much, Mr. President. But there's a lot of questions now. Why? The first question I would like to ask, and of course, ang mga participants ko po will agree with me. Why only now? The promise was made that 2022, and it never happened. It never happened. Now that the midterm election is just around the corner, maybe 17 days from now, bigla na lang po. Surprisingly, the announcement was made. 20 pesos per kilo. And that's good. I'm very happy. But the question is why? Why now? The other question is, why started in Visayas? The answer is because Visayas is a vote-rich place or province in the Philippines. We have Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Why can they do it nationwide immediately po? See? Next question is, why you didn't mention during the announcement the kind of rice that you're going to give it to the people? Is it the 100% broken rice as last year announced? Or you have been selling this rice at 29 pesos per kilo? But the thing is, the quality, the specification of that rice is 100% broken. You see, when we talk about rice, we have 5% broken, 15% broken, and 25% broken. Rich people will go for the 5% broken. And then we still have the 15% broken. And then the 25% broken. But normally, I was made to understand the 100% the broken rice, people, businessmen who got poultry, piggery, and all these things, they use this for animal feed. And now the government, last year, was saying, we are going to give you a rice, 100% broken, and the price is what, 29 pesos per kilo or 35 or 34? I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. See? When Filipinos started buying that kind of rice, they complained. They complained. And now they're saying 20 pesos per kilo, which is very impossible for, it will be a big loss on the government side, but it will be subsidized by the government. Good enough. But what kind of a rice is that? Is this the rice that they mentioned before and they sold it to the public? The 100% broken? And the other kind is the old stock of the National Food Authority, the rice, old stock of the National Food Authority. And if ever that is the one, then it is a big slap to the Filipinos, rice consuming public. You see? Imagine you are giving this rice, or for the sake that you made a promise, it will go down to 20 pesos, but you forgot the quality. We don't deserve this kind of rice. And for how long you are going to maintain this? Thinking that billions of money will be allocated for this subsidy in the rice. Is it only because election is coming? After the election, then the government will say, we have to stop because of this and because of that. Many reasons. If that is the case, then it means they've been cheated again. Kayo po, I don't know, that's how I feel. Kayo po, do you feel the way how I feel? But if they insist, okay, that's good. But my request is, let this president the First Lady, the children of President Bongbong Marcos, the wife, the family of Bongbong Marcos, to start buying this 20 pesos per kilo rice. Feed this to your children. Congressmen, senators, start buying these things and eat this kind of rice, and we are going to follow you. Definitely, you people, you are already rich. Definitely, you are not going to buy this 20 pesos per kilo rice. You're not going to eat it. You're not going to feed it to your family. But, what you're saying is that, ginawa namin ang trabaho namin, ang promesa namin, nandyan na po, 20 pesos per kilo. Ito na po, do not complain. And just recently, the spokesperson of President Bongbong Marcos, si Undersecretary Claire Castro, she mentioned this morning or yesterday that don't worry because the rice that we are going to give you will be selling starting next week to start with in the Visayas are the rice that is tagged now at the 35 pesos per kilo. So baka ito na po ang 100% broken. I don't know what will happen. Shoutout lang tayo po. Our friend si Sylvia Duterte is watching my program. I would like to say thank you very much for watching, Madam Sylvia. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you wherever you are. Salamat pagi, salamat malam, salamat patang, and salamat malam to you and to your family. God bless you. And I hope you are enjoying this Friday. Today's Friday and tomorrow will be Saturday. Thank you very much for watching. Alright, now let me share you itong reaction ni Inday Sara Duterte on the topic on rice. Topic of rice. Alright? Nandito po. Let's listen to this. 209. Where is 209? 209. Let's listen to this.
Nagsasabi lang ng katotohanan. Ito ang muling binigyang diin ni Vice President Sara Duterte sa naging panayam sa kanya kagabi sa Maynila. Sagot ito ng bise ng iginiit ng Malacanang kahapon na sa halip na batikusin ang mga ginagawa ng kasalukuyang administrasyon, mas kailangan nila ng pagkakaisa.
Sana po sa mga leader, ang tunay na leader at tunay na Pilipino ay dapat sumusuporta sa kapwa Pilipino, lalong-lalo na sa pinuno ng bansa. Huwag sanang pairalin ang crab mentality at huwag maging anay sa lipunan.
Ngunit ayon kay VP Duterte, ang halagang 20 pesos kada kilo ng bigas ay pangako pa noong 2022 campaign and elections. Dahil dito, nasabi ng Vice Presidente na huli na ang implementasyon ng nasabing pangako at tila ginagamit lang ito sa politika, lalo na sa mga lugar na hindi umano solid ang suporta sa administrasyon.
Nagsasabi ako ng totoo. It's a campaign promise, yung 20 pesos per kilo na rice. And ngayon lang, in-implement na panahon ng eleksyon. It's, sabi ko nga, too little, too late to comply with the campaign promise ngayon. At para lang din sa isa pang darating na eleksyon sa lugar, sa Visayas, kung saan mahina ang numero ng mga
Paliwanag pa ni VP Duterte, wala naman siyang personal na galit kay Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Aniya nagagalit lang siya dahil nagtiwala at binoto siya ng taong bayan at ngayon ay hindi niya magawa ang kanyang mga binitawang pangako noong kampanya. Jen Neresina, UNTV News and Rescue.
Okay, that's it. Narinig niyo po. Alright, let's move on to another reaction from the NGOs or associations dyan po sa Pilipinas regarding the issue of the 20 pesos per kilo rice in the Philippines. Alright, let me share with you this video clip. 228. 228. Where is 228? Alright, you hold on. 228. 228. Okay, nandito po. Let's listen to this.
Palaisipan sa ilang grupo ng magsasaka kung kakayanin ba ng pamahalaan na isustain ang pagbebenta ng 20 pesos kada kilo ng bigas na ipatutupad sa susunod na linggo. Ayon kay Leonardo Montemayor, presidente ng Federation for Free Farmers, malaki-laking budget ang kakailanganin ng pamahalaan para maipagpatuloy ito.
So every time NFA sells the subsidized rice at 20, ang gastos ay 45. Ang lugi ng gobyerno ay 25 per kilo of rice. So how long, how big is the budget that government is willing to provide to sustain that rice subsidy? So that's a question really of the budgeting.
Paliwanag ni Montemayor, sa bawat isang kilong bigas, mangangailangan ng 1.6 hanggang 1.7 kilo ng palay na kapag imumultiply sa halagang 23 pesos o 24 pesos ay aabutin ng 37 pesos per kilo sa material cost pa lamang ng palay. Hindi pa kasama ang truck at iba pa aniyang gastusin. Kaya naman maliwanag na ang subsidized rice na ibebenta ng ahensya ay maaaring magdulot ng pagkalugi sa gobyerno. Kaugnay nito, suhestyon ng grupong magsasaka kung nais talaga ng pamahalaan ng mas sustainable na solusyon sa pagpapababa ng presyo ng bigas sa merkado ay unahin ang pinakaugat nito, ang mga magsasaka.
Hindi kaya mas mabuting yung malaking bahagi nitong subsidy na ito ay i-release sa farmers through programs that will increase their yield. Ano po, yung production at saka productivity. At ipababa yung production cost sa rice farming. And that way, we can have a much more sustainable supply of rice at a lower price.
Ayon kay Montemayor, kung matutulungan ng mga magsasaka na mas maging epektibo at efficient, magiging mas mura ang halaga ng produksyon ng bigas. Sa halip aniya, na pansamantalang solusyon na nakatuon sa presyo o sa mga consumer, ang pondo ay ilaan para palakasin ng lokal na produksyon upang maging sapat ang supply at bumaba ang presyo sa natural na paraan. Mia Alonso, UNTV News and Rescue. Diyos ang aming sandigan, serbisyo publiko ang aming pinahahalagahan.
Alright, thank you very much. Yan po, ang latest natin tungkol sa bigas, balita ng bigas. No? So, at least now you have the idea po now why people reacting negatively when it comes to the announcement of the Marcos administration that they are going to start selling the rice at the price of 20 pesos per kilo starting sa Visayas po. Alright? So, my final footage I would like to share with you is about the latest updates on the ICC situation. ICC is the International Criminal Court wherein our former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte is now under the custody and awaiting for the confirmation of charges scheduled on September 23. Ano nga ang latest developments dito po? Nandito ang Chief Counsel ni Tatay Digong dyan po sa ICC sa Netherlands, and I'm referring to Counsel Nicholas Kaufman. Nandito po ang statement ni attorney or lawyer Kaufman. You hold on. Alright? Okay. Anong cue natin dito? Cue natin dito is 126. Where is 126? And here is 126. Let's listen to this.
Sa ang abogado ni former President Rodrigo Duterte na si Attorney Nicholas Kaufman na mailalabas nito ang kanyang kliyente sa International Criminal Court o ICC Detention Center sa lalong madaling panahon. Ayon kay Kaufman, batid ng dating Pangulo na marami sa kanyang mga taga-suporta ang umaasa na makakalaya na ito.
I don't know what done deal they're talking about. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to do everything possible to get him back to the Philippines as soon as possible.
Ayon kay Attorney Kaufman, wala itong argumento pagdating sa inilabas na warrant of arrest ng ICC laban sa dating Pangulo, lalo na at lahat ng proseso na naisagawa ay ayon sa batas. Ngunit isang bagay ang kanyang pinaninindigan.
What I believe was inappropriate was the failure by the Philippines government to afford the former president his due rights under Philippines law and under the Philippines Constitution.
Tiniyak rin ito na walang natatanggap na political pressure mula sa Philippine government o foreign entity ang legal counsel ni FPRRD na makakaapekto para makamit ang patas na paglilitis. Samantala, ipinaabot naman ni Attorney Kaufman na nagpapasalamat ang dating Pangulong Duterte sa mga taong patuloy na sumusuporta dito. Ivan Alvarez, UNTV News and Rescue.
All right, that's the latest developments regarding the situation or what is happening with the case of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte in the dyan po sa ICC. And I think I have come to an end sa program natin dito for Friday ngayon, April 25th. And I'll make sure that ang mga followers ko po will be properly informed or updated of any developments dyan po sa Pilipinas, be it the ICC updates or the political activities in the Philippines, especially those related to the upcoming midterm election, which is scheduled on May 12. It's just a matter of 17 more days to go. And I just want to remind each and everyone, especially the voters, the voters, lend your ears to these candidates. Make sure that you listen to what they are saying. And always remember, when you listen and listen properly and assess them, whether the promises could be realized or not. Promises will not be broken. Promises will not be broken. Okay, to the people of Zamboanga City, and of course, to everybody in the Philippines, I would like to pass this message for Zamboanga City to have another congressman. At the moment, we have two congressmen, District 1 and District 2. Now, if we wish to have another congressman, let us support the candidacy of a blue-blooded Zamboangueño. And I'm referring to Rolando Rolly Ledesma Macasaid, a pure Zamboangueño, and he is the first nominee of this party list called SSS GSIS Pensionado. So wag natin kalimutan na let's support the candidacy of Rolando Rolly Ledesma Macasaid from Zamboanga City. He has been the president of the SSS GSIS, an official of the Central Bank of the Philippines before. Record shows work performance is good. Academic-wise, I know him that well because he's my classmate and my relative. And I can vouch that we will not regret if we are going to support the candidacy of Rolando Rolly Macasaid representing the SSS GSIS Pensionado Party List. We will not regret if we are going to support his candidacy. Let us bring him to the Congress for the betterment of not only of Zamboanga City, but for the entire Filipino community po, nation. So with this, I would like to say once again, thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Happy weekends to all of you. And tomorrow will be the funeral of Pope Francis. Let us include our daily prayers po, si Pope Francis po. And although we mourn for the death of Pope Francis, but on the other side, we are happy to know that Pope Francis is now in the arms of our Creator, our Lord, our God, God the Father. So once again, Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines. God bless us all. I love you and see you tomorrow. Bye!